Brad, are you ready?
Mhm.
Is it gonna? You're gonna do the entire song?
I'm gonna play the whole thing for you. This is a worldwide exclusive.
You know what? Okay, let's give people 2 minutes. I'm gonna kill some time while you get ready.
Okay.
Worldwide exclusive. This song you're dropping. This is like Tom McDonald singing a rap song on Viva Friday before publishing it on the Friday, except it's not a rap song. And
No.
I'm okay now. So while everyone gets in the mood here, is it fast paced and angry, or is it more like God Help Us All, acoustic and slow?
It's more like God Help Us All, and the song is called This Just In, and it's a play on words. I was just so inspired by everything that had happened in Canada over the last couple of months and the tone that they set, and just it was just inspiring to see. I was like, this is how you do it. And I love that you were out there. And I had some other projects that I had been working on, that I wanted to put out there, but the tone shifted so fast once the police got involved, and it just didn't seem appropriate. And I came back around to it and wrote this song, and it's a nice song, but with a pretty blunt message.
All right. Now I'm going to bring myself down, which is the exact wrong way here. We want to do this. All right, Brad. Everyone in the chat, you have had time to get your friends and family in for this world exclusive. Oh, do I just take my ugly? I'm going to take my ugly face out of here. No, I can't, because then I can't talk while I'm doing it. How much smaller can I make myself? No, no, no. We're going back to this. Okay, Brad.
I want to see the bouncing Viva head with the lyrics at some point.
I don't think StreamYards has that functionality yet, but one day we'll put in the request. Okay. By the way, a side note: do you get nervous before you do this?
No. Okay. I was in DC for Defeat the Mandates in January in front of 35,000 people on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial, and that was the most intense thing I've ever done. It was the coolest thing I've ever done, but that was one moment where I had to remove myself from where I was mentally to get through that performance, because it was like, this is too cool. But being here with you, this is like hanging out. I love it.
Brad, I'm gonna take my face out so that you can then clip this and put it on your channel entirely.
Okay.
I'm gonna hear you, and I'll put myself back in sooner than later. Everyone in the chat, enjoy the exclusive. What's the name of the song?
This Just In. Yeah.
Okay. Go for it.
This just in, another liar on the news, standing at the pulpit ready to abuse. This just in, another coward in control, scared by the sound so he hides in a hole. He'll call on the guards to trample the crowd, 'cause the louder they get, their silence is power. Shame, blame, no matter what they say, don't let the bastard get to you. He's gonna try to shut us down, but we'll stand our ground. Hey, this just in, he'll lose. This just in, another villain on the screen, acting like a hero for all the drama queens. This just in, another black painted face, lathered in his virtue, enslaving every race. He'll send out the troops and freeze the accounts, says the freedom you get is what he makes allowed. Shame, blame, no matter what they say, don't let the bastard get to you. He's gonna try to shut us down, but we'll stand our ground. Hey, this just in, he'll lose. If you look in his eyes, you can see he's afraid, so fragile inside while the town's on parade. Shame, blame, no matter what they say, don't let the bastard get to you. He's gonna try to shut us down, but we'll stand our ground. Hey, this Justin, he'll lose. No, he'll never shut us down, 'cause we'll stand our ground. Hey, this Justin, you lose.
Okay, amazing. Let me just go back to the way we were. Yeah, okay, I get goosebumps easily, but I got goosebumps. It's look, there's almost speechless. It's just like it's an art. You're expressing people's thoughts. Your lyrics are amazing. I genuinely love the lyrics. I just hope in 30 years people get the subtle references, which they'll get in the time. And if they don't, you're going to be, I hope that teachers teach this to say what those lyrics meant because of what happened at the time.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And I'm eager to hear the finished, edited, stylized, touched up and video version, because it's going to be beautiful.
Yeah. There's, it kind of reminded me of Mr. Tambourine Man by Bob Dylan, where there's that song. I think it was Mr. Tambourine Man, where the whole idea of Mr. Tambourine Man was he was delivering drugs or something like that. And so I hope that, like you said, in some time from now, they're like, what he meant by this media reference of this just in, they can explain that to the next generation. But the video itself, I think, is going to illustrate some of those things as well.
The blackface enslaving every race. I mean, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I mean, the blackface is in your face. It's obvious, but the fact that this guy, who is arguably, but not arguably, the most racist, misogynist individual out there, in his virtue signaling, has managed to actually enslave all Canadians. It's hyperbolic, but it is what it is, and the words are what they are, and they're beautiful, and they're representative of what people are feeling. Some people might not agree with it.
Yeah.
That's so. Now, what? First of all, your channel. Where can people find you?
Yeah, so that song's going to be out on Friday, and or tomorrow night around midnight, depending on your time zone. You can download it from Apple Music, Spotify, Amazon, Bandcamp, all those things. 5timesaugust.com if you can't remember any of that, and then youtube.com/5timesaugust. We'll have the video up Friday morning sometime, and I hope you guys enjoy that. I was thinking, I didn't want to be too mean-spirited with this song, because the entire movement was just so nice. You were talking about being at that protest and how peaceful it was. And when I was in DC for the Defeat the Mandates thing, it was the most awesome, harmonious thing I've experienced in years. It was so nice. But then you read the media's interpretation of it the next day, and you're like, wait a minute. You're like, I was there. You can't do that. And watching that live, my biggest beef with the whole thing was everybody there had a phone. They were live streaming what was actually happening, and the media still had the gall to twist it into a way that made it look horrible, and people still believed it.
No, and not just that. Other people out there were willfully blind enough to say, I don't need to go there, even though I live in Ottawa. I don't need to watch it. I don't have 4 hours to watch it. I'm just choose to believe what I want to believe, and I'm going to use legacy media to reaffirm the belief that I already have.
Yeah.